Most of our conflicts in the Middle East is for the benefit of Israel.
We were defending Muslims in Kuwait.
I think they're mostly
memo. If we're going to go ahead and look at our foreign policy in the Middle East, it's 100% dictated for Israeli security.
I totally disagree because I think that a lot of the reason that we do have the military actions is because of the Saudis, because we're defending the Saudis, because of the military base that we have in Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, and keeping the Saudi royal family in power because of oil. So I don't think that it's. I mean, I do think that there are times where the U.S. does stuff in conjunction with Israel. I'm not trying to say that we don't, but I don't think that it's always Israel and Israel's telling us what to do.
I would just say this. If you were to say that Israel has immense pressure on U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East, I'd be like, interesting, tell me more. Yeah. If you say they direct all of it, I'm going to be like, bro, come on. The Mujahideen, Afghanistan, the Soviets, all that stuff was not about Israel. So to be so absolute, I feel hurts your argument.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm not saying absolutely, but I'm saying they dictate a significant amount of it.
Well, that's why I asked you to clarify earlier.
Yeah. We could talk about the Iraq War. That was for Israel. You know what I mean?
If you want to explain that. Like the first one or the second one?
I'm talking about 03. The weapons of mass destruction.
Okay. Yeah, I think
that was Iraqi and freedom or whatever, right?
I think George Bush was mad that Saddam Hussein tried to assassinate his daddy.
Guys.
The whole justification was 9/11, and there was no connection. Go ahead.
I'm not saying you're wrong. The point of the Iraq War was that we surrounded Iran. As Bolton, our Bolton bro over here, he knows this, but he winks at me. Bolton said, what did he say? It's like in 2018 or whatever. By this time next year, we will be celebrating in Tehran. The U.S. foreign policy has long wanted to put a boot on Iran. Yeah. So,
who wrote the foreign policy
for taking out Iran?
Dual citizen neocons.
Like who?
Yeah.
Wolfowitz, the Pearls, the Fifes.
The Wolfowitz,
all dual citizen.
Wolfowitz has
neocons.
Israeli citizenship. He doesn't have Wolfowitz.
Okay, maybe one doesn't have Israeli citizenship.
So let's be specific. Who are you saying are the Israeli citizens?
Those guys, a bunch of them have dual citizenship.
Can we name them? Because I want to be specific. Wolfowitz doesn't.
We're talking about Pearl, Fife, Bill Crystal, etc.
So we could put.
The point is that we have individuals that have a
Wolfowitz is not.
Yeah,
and I don't. Bill Crystal is not an Israeli.
Remember when they called Luke Rudkowski a Jew?
Yeah,
like they made a chart of all the media.
Not only Jewish though, but Israeli citizens, and these aren't Israeli citizens.
The point is that they went ahead, and whether we're going to talk about the clean break memo, we're going to talk about foreign policy, etc. We have guys that are vastly interested in the security of Israel. That are government employees that have a dual loyalty. I know that's a dirty word nowadays, but that is the truth.
But no, when you say,
I think the argument here is that there's no logical basis not to argue the inverse. That the U.S. utilizes Israel as a partner in the Middle East for U.S. strategic interests, and so that's
you would have no beef in the Middle East if not for Israel.
That's not true. The Soviets in Afghanistan, China and lithium in Afghanistan. I mean, come on, bro.
I disagree with that too.
Well, hold on. With the Soviets, that's a whole other situation. We armed the Mujahideen and Osama bin Laden and aka Al Qaeda. Yeah, to fight the Russians. But when
so in the Middle East, when we armed the Mujahideen,
yes,
and American imperialism
and they won,
and radicalized a bunch of them to become Al Qaeda.
Why did they radicalize?
Because American empire was going and basically taking over a bunch of countries, overthrowing governments like Iran, bombing other countries, partnering with the Saudis, joining enemies of certain Islamic groups. The United States was interfering in the Middle East to go to war with
on behalf
countries.
of whom?
The United States.
Israel.
No, because
we did not arm the Mujahideen for Israel. The Soviets were trying to take Afghanistan.
Yes,
Israel
and then they won.
Armed the
and then they won. They beat him off. That's exactly Osama bin Laden.
Poor choice of words.
They won. Yeah, that was a bad choice of words. They knocked him out. They got him out of there, right? And then what ends up happening, where Osama bin Laden, right, has a beef with Saddam trying to fight with Saudi Arabia. He's like, hey, these guys, we need to go in and fight. And then America says, no, we're going to protect them, etc. And it's all over oil. It's all. Go ahead. Sorry, continue.
No. Well, I was just going to say, I don't want to interrupt you. I was just putting my hand up to make a point when you were done. I think the issue largely comes down to, of course, the United States and Israel are intertwined in military action in the Middle East. The U.S. has its interests, Israel has its interests, and they cooperate largely.
Of course.
What we end up then hearing from certain groups of people is that Israel is directing it. When it's like, I don't know, I mean, like the U.S. probably meets with Israel and says, here are the objectives we want, and then they work as a team.
It is the foundation of many of the reasons why the Middle East hates us. Is our support of Israel. It is a huge 100%. Reason. If you look at every single terrorist that's attacked the United States, whether it's Osama bin Laden to the Zohar brothers, every single time our support of Israel is one of the chief reasons why they attacked us.
That is 100% correct. And bin Laden wrote about it.
Yeah,
Other
led it to
countries
America.
have stated it strongly. The conflict with Hamas, Iran's interests, they do not like that the U.S. provides weapons support, et cetera, to Israel.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean Israel controls the U.S.
I mean, that's a debatable thing. I mean,
That's the debate we're having.
Yeah, but but I'm saying that they absolutely, because we don't get any benefit from being over there. We really don't. What strategic benefit?
Wait.
What strategic benefit does the United States get?
I would say this.
No.
I agree with you for a different reason. The United States, what benefit do we get from Ukraine or from Sudan or from Taiwan?
I agree.
Right.
There's
So
none.
for a different reason, I'm like, the U.S. isn't benefiting from these foreign entanglements in these ways.
Yeah, we don't.
But the U.S. Neocon neoliberal establishment and the military-industrial complex and the petrodollar machine and the IMF and the SWIFT payment system largely benefit from all of these incursions and alliances. It's not just Israel. There's a reason why we spent more on Ukraine in 2 years than all of Israel in 50.
Yeah, but Israel gets away with things that other countries would never get away with.
Ukraine gets away with
No,
things.
Ukraine,
Ukraine is drafting 60-year-olds and women.
Yeah, but has Ukraine been involved in spying on us?
Yes.
Have they stolen nuclear weapons from us?
Yes.
Have they? They've stolen nuclear weapons
No,
from us?
no, they haven't stolen nuclear weapons.
But
They were spying on us, and Kissinger gave Israel nuclear weapons. It wasn't like they stole them. Kissinger was like,
No, they absolutely stole them.
Yeah,
They
Kissinger
absolutely
wait.
stole them.
Wait,
Hold on.
from the
They
Americans? I thought it was
absolutely
the
stole them.
French.
No, they stole the weapons
let's-
from Apollo in Pennsylvania from the Numec facility. They absolutely stole it. Smuggled them through South America, destined for
So,
Palestine.
right. So
I would have
the
to see a story
challenge
about
with that is
That's
that
not what I understand.
They stole the uranium.
and so here's the
So
challenge.
uranium or nuclear weapons?
The uranium that they used to
Okay.
eventually
All right.
create the
All right.
nuclear
Okay.
weapons.
Okay.
And they should be getting aid now because of Jimmy
So
Carter.
that's
not
impossible to
order-
prove.
Kennedy knew this. It was the reason why he got killed.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.